In this video, we are going to continue with the nature of roots, a combination of a straight line and a curve. You will find this on page 30 in the Namibian AS-Level Mathematics textbook, y equals mx plus c to success. Two graphs intersect at 2 points. Okay, so we did when it was a tangent. Now it's cutting, and it's cutting at 2 places. So the straight line, this, intersects the curve in 2 distinct points. Find the set of values of P. Okay, I'm going to make it bigger again. Okay, let's start. So form a quadratic equation by substituting the straight line equation into the equation of the curve, just like we did the previous time. Then rearrange it so that we have x squared x without the x in standard form. When a straight line intersects a curve in 2 distinct points, this is very important, then the discriminant will be bigger than 0. Okay, now we substitute, and now we form a quadratic inequality. Can you remember? We must then make a sketch. It's bigger than 0, so it's having a minimum point. And then for the x-intercepts, make y equals 0. So basically, we put the 0, we factorize, and we look at the inequality sign. It's bigger, and if it's bigger, it's indicating above the x-axis. And then I just draw this. So the x-intercepts are this. We need to find the set of values of P for the curves is positive above the p-axis. So it's when P is smaller than -2 or where P is bigger than 6. So it's like a combination now with quadratic inequalities. Okay, I want you to stop the video and I want you to do triangle 32, I think just number 1. Again, you can continue the video as soon as you are finished. Okay, let's start. Okay, where are we now? Let's just get a pen, and it's number 1. The equation of a line, okay, let's just go, 2y plus x equals p, where p is a constant, and the equation of a curve, xy is equal to 6. Find the set of values of P for which the straight line intersects the curve in 2 distinct points. So this is very important. Intersects in 2 points. Okay, so it's doing this. It intersects. So the discriminant will be bigger than 0. Okay, but let's start. First, we are going to substitute equation. Let's call this equation 1 and this equation 2. So let's first make x the subject of the formula. Okay, now we are going to substitute equation 1 into equation 2. So we are going to say no, not x, because we substitute there. So it's going to be p minus 2y, y is equal to 6. Okay? So basically we just multiply, so it's py minus 2y squared is equal to 6. Okay, now let's just rearrange this. I think it's better to do it on the other side. So if we do it on the other side, we're just going to say 0 equals, then it's 2y squared minus py plus 6. Okay, so don't forget, let's just move this. Okay, so if let's just start. If 2 distinct points, then discriminant is bigger than 0. So let's just move it up. So it's b squared minus 4ac is bigger than 0. So this is the value of a, this is the value of b, and this is the value of c. So let's just substitute. In the place of b, I'm going to put negative p squared minus 4. In the place of a, 2. Place of 6 is bigger 0. So it's going to be p squared. And then I'm just going to quickly, this is going to be 48. So 8 times 6, so it's 48. So minus 48 is bigger than 0. So let's just go on. So I'm basically going to sketch the curve. Let's just say, sketch the graph, because this is now a quadratic inequality of y is equal to p squared minus 48. Okay, let's just move it up. Now again, a is bigger than 0. Do you see there is a? So therefore, if it's like a smiley face, a minimum point. Okay, so for the x-intercepts, the x-intercepts, y is equal to 0. So I'm going to say 0 equals p squared minus 48. Okay, and I can just make it p squared is equal to 48. And okay, this is going to be now, so p is plus minus the square root of, let's just leave it like that, 48. We're just going to work with that square root. Okay, so basically, if I make a sketch now, I'm going to quickly say it's that smiley face. Okay, let's just, it's positive and negative. So let's just make, it doesn't matter. Negative square root 48, positive square root 48. And the sketch will be, it's going to be something, oh sorry, like this. And don't forget, it's bigger. So bigger than 0. So if it's bigger than 0, it's indicating above this p-axis. Let's call it p now, because it's not x, it's p, but above that axis. So basically, if I'm going to do it on the number line, it's going to be like this. So let's just make the number line. Negative square root 48, positive square root 48. And it's going to be, oh, I just want to take another color. Okay, so, and it's going to be to this side and to this side. So therefore, let's just end up. So therefore, p is smaller than negative square root 48, or p is bigger than square root 48. And that is my final answer.